From the 1997 film The Fifth Element, the scene where an alien life form was trying to learn about our world, typed in the word war on a computer keyboard, and was overcome with images of what a violent, hateful society we so often are. Of course, that couldn't be us. Our current battle with hate is fault of politicians and protesters. Nothing to do with boorish and bellicose radio and TV talk show hosts who feed their despicable egos, riling up pin-headed viewers and listeners salivating at the chance to agree with them about bashing heads and hating for a cause. This hate and violence is something new, unexpected and rare, nothing more than isolated incidents.
I'm not ashamed of those statements, but they're my opinions, and I have the right to have opinions.
Those opinions about Obama's drug habits and how he paid for those drugs.
How do people think that people on welfare who also have a drug habit, how do they think they pay for their drugs? Well, they steal, they prostitute themselves.
Those very words have put Brunner in the headlines in the past few days as she leads in her race for a seat on the State Board of Education.
68-year-old Mary Lou Brunner, a former kindergarten teacher seeking to become part of the Board of Education, where she would seek to change textbooks to fit her warped reality that speaks favorably of the Klan, pushes idiocy about President Obama being a male hooker, paying for drugs by turning tricks, that dinosaurs weren't on Noah's Ark. Well, they actually were, but they didn't make it because they were only babies and they couldn't reproduce.
I think it's rather shocking. It's just very disturbing to walk into a cruelty situation and see something so extensive.
An abandoned, malnourished pony shot more than 120 times with a paintball gun. The Lancaster SPCA wants to find out who the horse belongs to, who did it, and is urging anyone with information to contact them.
We'll keep your information anonymous. We're just really wanting to find the owner and get to the bottom of what had happened.
The horse was found abandoned Monday in New Holland stables after an auction. The animal is blind in one eye.
Of course, it could not even see when it was being hit on the one side of its body. The paint had covered the horse from head to tail. Even in the tail, you could see the pieces of paint.
The horse was given pain medicine and was transported to New Bolton for treatment.
The truly evil who get their jollies abusing and injuring harmless animals, the lowest of the belly-crawling low, the ones that research tells us are most likely to become violent criminals later in life, specializing in rape, ritualistic murder, bestiality, beating and sodomizing of children, mass killings and more, and far too often are let off the hook because, hey, they're just being kids, it's only a horse.
Sort of an accusation that, has got some historical baggage that is a little disconcerting.
His daughter attends Newton North, is Jewish, and watched uncomfortably as Catholic Memorial students chanted, "You killed Jesus," at last night's game. CM school leaders immediately forced students to apologize to Newton's principal, but students say the anti-Semitic chant was part of a back and forth.
To blame CM is a little weird because, I think every fan section does stuff like this.
Former Newton students defend rival fans at Catholic Memorial, saying offensive or even racial chants are nothing new.
That's why I don't really understand why these people are blaming CM because, I think there was other ones that we did that were worse.
Teenagers who called Jews Jesus killers and didn't learn it from the back of a Red Bull can, getting it from adults who deem it nothing more than harmless taunting. And hey, if the other kids do it, then what's a big deal? All we did was engage in a little ritualistic religious hate. Hey, pay no attention whatsoever. It's all just shiny things to distract us. The level of hate in this country has to be something new and unique, and has to be the fault of politicians and those brilliant web-based dipsticks who call themselves media. Deep into the future, maybe someone will view these videos and weep at what we allowed ourselves to become while looking to blame anyone and everyone but ourselves. Because, hey, can't be our fault. Come on. It's got to be somebody else's fault. That's telling it like it is. Rock on, true believers. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time, right here on The Hard Line.